Hello. Well, we are going to see today in this session the concept of product in the context of marketing. Now, marketing encompasses a lot many things, but in this session we are going to see what is product and the nuances or ingredients of products and then different types of products. Now, what is product? If I ask you what is product, well, anything you see is a product. A pen is a product, a bike is a product, a car is a product. So what is the definition of product? Look at here, product is anything that can be offered to a market to satisfy a want or a need, including physical goods. Look at this is very important. Now, normally we think a product is something which is physical, which has a physical look, but services, experiences, events, persons, places, properties, organizations, information and ideas. So you have the symbol word that encompasses, that covers a person, place, property, service, experience and so on. Now, as a marketer, when you strategize your product, right, you mean the offer that you give to your end user. Now, that's a very interesting thing. A product conventionally we mean, okay, a watch or something what is given in this image and beyond many more things. Now, what do you mean by market offering? Now, see this as a marketer, it's very essential. Now, a marketing offering comprises basically three things which you see here: the value-based prices and product features and quality and service mix and quality. Now, value-based prices. What do you mean by value-based prices? Does it mean a low-cost price? No, I don't think, value-based prices mean that. You have a car that's been sold at 3 lakh. You have a car that has been sold at 5 crore. Now, a buyer who is buying a car worth 5 crore, paying 5 crore, for him it's a value-based price. That means a person shelling out 5 crore to buy a car, for him it pays value. It's worth the value of that money. Now, on the extreme of the conundrum, if you look at it, continuum if you look at it, a buyer who is buying 3 lakh and buying a car, for him also it is a value-based price. The marketer is offering a product, and according to his segment of the buyer, if he thinks it's worth spending 3 lakh or it's worth spending 5 crore, we call it value-based prices. Understand? Now, product features and qualities. Every product has certain feature, and if it can withstand the expectation, those product feature can withstand the expectation of the consumer, that means according to the consumer, that product has its, it has its quality with respect to the product features. Now, service mix and quality, that's again the other side of the corner, and that's again equally important. Service mix and quality. Now, service mix in the sense timely attending my complaint, the quick reaction, response to my complaint. In case I am not able to use my product, if my product is expensive and because of the complaint, because of the faulty defect, I am not able to use my product, a replacement can be a great sign of a service from the marketer's side. So, if you look at the market offering, now from the consumer point of view, is it worth? Do I find more value by paying X amount? Value based price, number one. And does that product have feature which is of quality? Good. If the features are good, of quality, with respect to the customer's point of view, customer perceives the product has got a good feature and quality, good. Now look at the other side. Now after this, after pricing and product, if the service aspect is good, the quality is good, response time is quick, good, then that particular product is worth considering by the customers. Every marketer should strive to achieve this three, attractive features. Now I am taking you to a very interesting intersection of product levels. Now look at here, a very interesting levels you could see, isn't it? Now what's written here? In the middle, core benefits, and then followed by basic product, augmented expected product, augmented product, and potential product. You must be wondering, what is that? Potential product versus core, augmented versus expected. Let me give you some example. I'll take you through some examples so you understand what is the difference between different levels. Now see, I am a traveler. I travel from one place to the other place quite often. Now for a traveler, staying is very important, isn't it? Now when I go from Mumbai to, for example, Delhi, I need a place to stay. In this particular case, I need a good hotel. Now hotel, if you look at it, first, what is the core benefits as a traveler I look for from a hotel? Core benefit. Core benefit is nothing but rest and sleep. I may travel throughout the day in Delhi, and when I come, I need peaceful rest and sleep. If a hotel can give, that is the core benefits. Is it clear? Now let's move on. What do you mean by basic? Well, a hotel, obviously, needless to mention, have a bed, bathroom, towels, desk, and so on. Now this is something very basic. I don't need to expect. It's very basic. But then what do I expect? A clean bed, a neat bathroom, and towel, clean and properly washed towel, and so on. So for my rest and sleep, I need something basic, and I have some amount of expectation from these basic products. Now what do you mean by augmented products? Now this is one level above. If that hotel can delight me, or I would say satisfy me, if I am happy with all this, then I would become a repeat buyer, a repeat customer for that particular hotel, because I know pretty well when I go there, I can sleep properly, and what I expect, all basic amenities are there, and they all goods, and then overall my experience is pretty good. Now what is that? The outer product level that's written potential product. See, something which a marketer, a seller gives well in advance. Now something, I'm anyway happy with the hotel, whatever hotel where I stay, but then they think beyond, and they offer something which is not offered by others but something special. I give you an example. I stay in a hotel and I am watching TV. Now suddenly there is a phone call. I pick up my mobile, and the moment I speak, automatically the volume of the TV goes down. Isn't it great? Look at the technology of that particular hotel, which is something I have never expected, but then this is something the marketer, the hotel thought about the comfort of the traveler, the comfort of the customer. You think beyond and you offer something. So this is one example. I was taking you to a different level. Now if you happen to be a marketer, and if you happen to produce a product and market the product, remember you have to offer all these levels and ensure you offer a product with core benefit, basic benefit, expected products, augmented product, and potential product. Offering a potential product requires a large amount of research and large amount of resources and a large amount of passion to say, to retain, and to bring your customers back. Now let's move on to different products. I'm going to take you through the classification of different products. Now there are 3 product classifications given. They all come under broadly durability and tangibility. Now what's written here? Non-durable products, goods, durable goods, and services. Now what do you mean by non-durable goods? Generally non-durable goods are served for a short period of time. In one serving, in one consumption, the goods exhaust. Like for example a soft drink, one consumption. So these all are a cigarette, right? A single consumption. Mineral water, single consumption. So there are n number of products that's available in millions and millions of outlets that doesn't last for a long time, buy, consume within a day or perhaps within a couple of days. So this is what a non-durable good category. Now non-durable good, understandably, or lesser value, available in every corner wherein you can go and you can buy, you can consume. Now durable goods, as the word says here, it will have a long shelf life, it will exist for a long time for multiple use or usage. Now services is something which is not tangible, but that's again, if you go back to the definition, it's also known as a product but is intangible. You go for a haircut, intangible. You travel from one place to the other place. You cannot carry that product, intangible. Service is intangible. Or you need some consultancy service. You go to a doctor, service is intangible. But then again, these all becomes part of services, although we call it product. Now other classification, what you see here, convenience goods, shopping goods, specialty goods, and unsought goods. So what do you mean by convenience goods? Now as the name says, convenient, I want to buy a matchbox, I just go to a nearby vendor, pay 10 rupees, buy a matchbox. Now do I search for my favorite seller? No, I don't do that. I want to buy a newspaper, I just look at the vendor, I go and pick up the paper and go. That's why it is called convenience goods. You go anywhere, it's available, you pick up and come. Now shopping goods, I spend a little time in searching the brand, I go to maybe a couple of kilometers away, the shop that I look for, and then I buy my product, shopping goods. I buy, for example, an accessory, a shirt, or a trouser, or a shoe. I go to a shop, I see different brands, and I select one. Shopping goods. Now, specialty goods. What do you mean by specialty goods? I don't buy very often. I may buy once in three months or once in a year, but something very special to me. Sometimes once in few years. So what I do, I take a lot of time. I check with my friends, I go on internet and I study the brand, because this is expensive. Maybe a car is a good example, or I want to buy a good jewelry to somebody who's dear and near to me. So I would go to a specific shop, and I spend a lot of time. If possible, I'll take somebody who's very close, and I would discuss, and I'll buy this product. So this is what is known as specialty goods. What do you mean by unsought goods, as it is written here? What do you mean by unsought? I don't seek that goods, but then there's a marketer who is trying to sell, who is trying to promote that particular goods. For example, I'm a smoker. Now, I know that smoking is bad. At the same time, I'm not able to give up. Now, you have a marketer who comes and says, hey, you buy this particular sweets or this particular toffee, and this would reduce, or this would dissuade your urge to smoke, then perhaps I would think, but I never sought that particular goods. A marketer is approaching me. So you have similar instances where a marketer is approaching you, which I never consider buying. In some instances, I can say even insurance policies are unsought goods. There are a segment of people, they seek insurance policy, but there are a group of customers, they don't seek. So you have a marketer who is approaching you to buy that particular product or service. So I'm just summarizing what I told you so far in this session. Product comprises of a physical product, or a service, or a place, or people, properties, and so on. And when you talk about product comprises different levels, starting from a basic core benefit to augmented. There are different levels. And then you've got different classifications of products, wherein you have different types of products. There are products wherein you don't spend that much of time before buying the product. You simply step out and buy the product. On the contrary, there are products you spend a lot of time, and you take your friend or somebody closer to you, you go all the way, maybe 5-10 kilometers away from your home, after analyzing the the competitors and other products, and you buy. So these all in a nutshell, the features of product, the definition of product, the classification of products. Next time, I'll take brands and I'll explain you the nuances of brands. Thank you.